One weapon. One single weapon that could change the landscape of warfare without changing the landscape itself. Envision a weapon so powerful that it can obliterate life within fortified bunkers or subterranean hideaways without so much as scratching the surface above. This scenario, seemingly lifted from the pages of science fiction, is the harsh reality behind thermobaric munitions. Considered as precursors of modern warfare's formidable capabilities, thermobaric weapons are engineered to unleash catastrophic damage within hidden or shielded areas. The concept of indiscriminate destruction might already push the boundaries of imagination, yet thermobaric technology ventures even beyond, redefining the essence of warfare with its unparalleled mechanism and effect. At the heart of thermobaric weaponry lies a principle both ingeniously simple and devastating. Traditional explosives draw their destructive power from a mix that includes oxygen integral to the compound. In contrast, thermobaric munitions flip this concept on its head, exploiting the oxygen present in the surrounding environment to amplify the explosion. Known variously as thermobaric weapons, vacuum bombs, or fuel-air explosives, these instruments of destruction begin with an explosion that scatters a cloud of highly flammable vapor, akin to the propellants propelling rockets into space. When ignited, this vapor consumes the oxygen around it, generating a massive pressure wave that surmounts any barrier, leaving structures outwardly untouched but devastated within. This phenomenon, leading to a catastrophic vacuum effect, has earned them the daunting moniker of vacuum bombs. But how did we get to this point? How was such a powerful weapon conceived, and who has harnessed this formidable technology for their arsenals? More intriguingly, how frequently are these devastating tools of war employed in modern combat scenarios? Let's find out. By the way, if you are new here, help this amazing community to grow by subscribing and never miss out on the latest uploads and updates. The genesis of thermobaric weapons is as fascinating as it is shadowed by secrecy, with its roots intertwined with the chaos and innovation of World War II. It's widely held that several global powers dabbled in the early concepts of what we now recognize as fuel-air explosives. Notably, Germany is rumored to have conducted preliminary experiments on prototypes that laid the groundwork for today's thermobaric armaments, though direct evidence of their use remains veiled in mystery, highlighting the clandestine nature of military technological advancements. As the world found itself ensnared in the Cold War's grip, the stage was set for a dramatic acceleration in the development of thermobaric technology. This era, defined by a relentless pursuit of military superiority between the United States and the Soviet Union, spurred unprecedented levels of research and innovation. The quest to unlock the full potential of thermobaric weapons became a priority, leading to significant breakthroughs that shaped the formidable capabilities we see today. The story of thermobaric munitions took a pivotal turn with the Vietnam War, where they saw their first operational deployment by the United States. The American CBU-55, a powerful thermobaric bomb, was engineered to tackle the formidable challenge of neutralizing the North Vietnamese Army and Viet Cong's extensive tunnel networks. Traditional bombing runs had proven ineffective against these subterranean strongholds. The CBU-55, utilized in the early 1970s, showcased the potential to alter the landscape of ground combat significantly. Despite the effectiveness of the CBU-55 in early trials, its wider use was curtailed as the war drew to a close, with the U.S. pulling back its forces. As the United States was concluding its initial foray into thermobaric weaponry during the Vietnam War, halfway across the world, the Soviet Union was making rapid progress in the same technological sector. Spearheading this initiative was the development of the TOS-1 Buratino, a formidable thermobaric weapon system mounted on a T-72 tank chassis, boasting a 24 rocket launcher capable of hurling thermobaric munitions over vast distances. The rollout of the TOS-1 Buratino marked a significant step in the Soviet and, subsequently, Russian military's strategic integration of this potent technology into their arsenal. With around 50 TOS-1 units produced and later exported to nations like Iraq, Syria, Azerbaijan, and Algeria, the global distribution of these systems not only underscores their perceived strategic utility, but also prompts a broader discussion on the ramifications of thermobaric technology's proliferation for regional and international security dynamics. The application of the TOS-1 Buratino in the Chechen Wars serves as a poignant example of its operational use. Employed to flush out entrenched insurgents from urban and mountainous strongholds, the TOS-1 demonstrated the tactical versatility and sheer force of thermobaric munitions in combat. This period illustrated not only the system's effectiveness, but also the ethical considerations emerging from its use in populated areas, further fueling the debate on the role of such weapons in modern warfare. But the story doesn't end with heavy, vehicle-mounted launchers. Russia further expanded its thermobaric capabilities with the development of the RPO-A Shmel, affectionately dubbed Bumblebee, for its distinctive shape. This man-portable system, capable of unleashing an explosive force comparable to a 155mm artillery shell, illustrates the evolution of thermobaric technology to include lightweight yet devastatingly effective weapons. The RPO-A Shmel has proven its mettle across various theaters of conflict, from the rugged terrains of Afghanistan to the complex battlegrounds of Ukraine, showcasing the adaptability and tactical versatility of thermobaric munitions. As we stepped into the 21st century, the dialogue surrounding thermobaric weapons took center stage on the global platform. The strategic allure of these munitions has led to an increasing number of countries either developing their own or acquiring them, intrigued by their unparalleled power. The once arcane science behind thermobaric technology has been progressively demystified, encouraging its wider application. Yet, producing such weapons poses unique challenges, demanding continuous innovation in fuel formulations, deployment mechanisms, and detonation processes. Globally, with the United States leading the charge, thermobaric weapons have been intricately woven into the military frameworks of numerous nations. Despite a prevailing preference for precision-guided munitions, the unmatched destructive capability of thermobaric weapons has carved out a niche for their use in specific combat scenarios. The U.S. military, for instance, boasts a diverse arsenal of thermobaric munitions designed to meet a wide range of operational needs, both in the air and on the ground. In pursuit of augmented firepower, the U.S. Navy and Marine Corps have adeptly incorporated thermobaric technology into their existing arsenal. This endeavor has significantly boosted the lethality of platforms like the Hellfire missile and an assortment of shoulder-launched multi-purpose assault weapons, all of which are now empowered with thermobaric capabilities. Among these groundbreaking innovations, one stands out: the BLU-118B bomb. It marks a significant leap in the evolution of thermobaric weapons, showcasing their refined power and potential. But what led to the creation of such a formidable weapon? Let's take a deep look at this key point in military history. The seismic shift caused by the events of September 11, 2001, redefined the national security priorities, placing the Defense Threat Reduction Agency at the forefront of the war on terror. The immediate demand for a weapon capable of dismantling the subterranean sanctuaries of the Taliban and Al-Qaeda in Afghanistan's challenging terrain catalyzed the development of the BLU-118B. Traditional weaponry faltered against these natural bastions, failing to reach and neutralize hidden threats effectively. Thermobaric technology emerged as a critical solution to this problem, with its unparalleled ability to deliver a blast wave that could penetrate and devastate these underground complexes. Collaboration between the Department of Defense, scientists, and contractors quickly ensued, identifying the Blue 109 casing by Lockheed Martin as the ideal vehicle for this new munition. Its design, capable of piercing 6 feet of concrete, was a game-changer for cave warfare. Yet a significant challenge remained: formulating an explosive potent enough for the task. Nguyet An Duong, America's leading explosives scientist, contributed to this project, introducing the experimental PBXIH-135 formula. This wasn't just another explosive, it was a game-changer. Combining the high-energy explosive HMX with polyurethane rubber and aluminum powder, PBXIH-135 was engineered to unleash a power far surpassing that of traditional munitions. But what makes PBXIH-135 so special? It's all about the synergy of its components. HMX is known for its explosive strength, while polyurethane rubber brings stability to the mix, allowing for safer handling and storage. The real magic, however, lies in the aluminum powder. When ignited, aluminum powder burns at an incredibly high temperature, amplifying the explosion's intensity and duration. This means that when PBXIH-135 detonates, it doesn't just explode. It creates a sustained blast wave capable of reaching deep into enemy bunkers, delivering a devastating blow to anyone hiding within. With the clock ticking, Duong's team embarked on a frantic race against time, producing the explosive mixture needed to arm the BLU-118B bombs. The culmination of their efforts was a series of tests in Nevada, which would ultimately prove the weapon's effectiveness. On December 14th, the first test of the BLU-118B took place. Though the analysis was meticulous and time-consuming, the results were clear. The thermobaric weapon was a resounding success. In the shadowy pre-dawn of March 2002, an event was poised to redefine modern combat tactics. From the rugged expanse near Afghanistan's eastern border, an F-15E Strike Eagle of the 335th Fighter Squadron lifted off, bearing the United States' newest weapon in its anti-terror arsenal. This mission was integral to Operation Anaconda, designed to dismantle the entrenched al-Qaeda and Taliban forces. A coalition that melded the expertise of CIA paramilitary officers with the strength of Allied military forces targeted a cave complex, a nerve center of enemy operations. The Strike Eagle, armed with cutting-edge targeting technology, embarked on its mission with precision, aiming the BLU-118B at a cave entrance disguised within a residential-like structure. Yet, in the unpredictable theater of war, not all goes according to plan. Despite the aircraft's advanced guidance, the bomb detonated prematurely, its immense destructive force spent in the air rather than within the enemy stronghold. The Pentagon, while sparing the details, acknowledged this early detonation, highlighting the challenges faced even by the most sophisticated military tech. The first combat deployment of the BLU-118B, though not without its hitches, marked a significant moment in the annals of military history. It illustrated the inherent uncertainties of combat and the constant need for adaptation. While the United States has strategically integrated thermobaric weapons into its military operations, Russia has been developing and deploying its own formidable array of thermobaric munitions, shaping the dynamics of modern warfare on multiple fronts. Among the noteworthy additions to Russia's thermobaric arsenal is the ODB-500. This aerial-deployed thermobaric bomb, operational since the 1990s, has played a significant role in conflict zones, notably in Chechnya. The ODB-500 is designed to deliver a devastating blow to fortified positions, leveraging a blast wave that can penetrate and obliterate entrenched enemy forces. Its deployment, particularly in the rugged terrains of Chechnya, has underscored the strategic advantage these weapons offer. On another front, the adaptability of thermobaric technology is further exemplified by Ukraine's use of the RGT-27S thermobaric grenades. These handheld devices have been ingeniously adapted for drone delivery, marking a significant shift in how thermobaric weapons can be employed on the battlefield. Targeting enemy armored units from the sky, the RGT-27S grenades demonstrate the evolving tactics of modern warfare, where innovation meets necessity in the face of new and emerging threats. Russia's thermobaric inventory also boasts the claim of developing the father of all bombs, a weapon purported to surpass the yield of America's mother of all bombs. This claim, backed by advancements in nanotechnology, suggests a thermobaric bomb with unprecedented destructive capacity. However, the operational status and deployment capabilities of this weapon remain a subject of speculation, particularly in the absence of further testing or use in ongoing conflicts, such as in Ukraine. The use of thermobaric weapons brings forth profound ethical debates, highlighting the tension between their military effectiveness and the potential for indiscriminate harm. Their ability to unleash devastating blast waves without distinction between combatant and civilian targets raises pressing concerns regarding humanitarian law and the moral responsibilities of warfare. Calls for bans and regulations reflect the global contention surrounding their deployment. The ethical discourse surrounding thermobaric munitions is nuanced, balancing the tactical needs of national security against the fundamental duty to protect civilian lives. These weapons, while offering strategic advantages against hard-to-penetrate targets, also pose a dilemma in maintaining adherence to the principles of warfare that prioritize minimizing harm to non-combatants.